Now, the death toll in the US is nudging ever closer to the tally recorded in China, with over 3,000 people now known to have died on American soil. Some 235 million people are now living under some kind of lockdown in one of the 33 states where restrictions have been brought in. The governor of New York has issued a desperate plea, saying that over 1 million healthcare workers are needed to help out in the state's bursting hospitals. Our New York correspondent Jessica Le Masurier has sent this update.
A world-renowned neurosurgeon, Dr. James T. Goodrich, passed away on Monday from coronavirus here in New York at Montefiore Medical Center in the Bronx, where he'd worked for 30 years. He is one of the over 1,200 people who have now died from the virus in New York State, which is really the epicenter of the outbreak here in America. ERs are flooded with coronavirus patients, with emergency room doctors saying that they're intubating people every few hours. There are an enormous amount of positive cases here in New York, and New York hospitals are really struggling to cope. They will have some relief, it's hoped, from the arrival of a US Navy ship, which is docked in New York Harbor. It has more than 1,000 hospital beds and 13 operating rooms, and it will take in some patients who need urgent care and do not have coronavirus, as will the Javits Center, which has been converted and now has 1,000 extra hospital beds. There are also hospital tents that have been set up in Central Park. That should help take a little bit more of the burden off hospitals, but really they need all the help they can get. Their morgues are filling up, and some hospitals have had to bring in refrigerator trucks into their car parks in order to deal with the number of dead.